Well, it's a much loved show, Death in Paradise, and they've just announced a brand new lead detective. Don Gillett is going to be the new guy. He's going to be D.I. Melvin Wilson, and he's going to be appearing in this year's Christmas special. He's going to take over the reins, and I think it's a very good casting myself. You know, he's been in Sherwood, EastEnders, The Beekeeper, Shetland, various different shows, and I think he's going to be very good in the role. It's, you know, Death in Paradise is a very big show for BBC. You know, they get a lot of views from it, and it's a very popular show. So I knew they wouldn't be stopping it. I knew that somebody else would pop in, and I'm sure that Gillett was going to be a very good person for that role. He says being offered the new lead role in Death in Paradise feels like a deeply loved and incredible precious jewel has been placed in my hands. This is a big show with a big heart, and I love the continuity grows for it. It is my intention never to lose sight of that and to remain grateful, humble, and dedicated, even during those testing times when every sinew is screaming at me to run off the set and dive into the sea, swimming pool, or have a nice cold beer, whichever happens to be closer at the time. I think it's great that this has happened. I think that it's brilliant for shows like this. You know, Death in Paradise is one of those shows which has a fantastic format for this type of thing. Similar with Midsummer Murders. You know, I made a video on Vera a little while ago, and you know that's different. You know, when Brenda Blethyn decided to step down, obviously they had to think about maybe ending the show, which they have decided to do. But you know, they could have kept on with it. They could have cast somebody new as Vera, which I don't think would necessarily have worked, or they could have just had somebody else in charge and called it Vera. You know, I worked with Taggart many years ago, but I don't think it would work so much these days. But with things like Death in Paradise, it does work because they can bring in a new detective inspector every time the old one or the old actor decides to bow out. And for as long as it continues to be a ratings winner, I think that it will definitely be one of those that will continue on into the future. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. Whether you think that Don Gillett is going to be a good replacement. Do you think he'll be good in the role? And let me know what you think about Death in Paradise in general. I'd love to hear your thoughts.